Have you ever felt like the story wasn't finished? Like someone from your past keeps echoing in your thoughts, not because you're stuck, but because something deep in your soul knows it's not over yet? Today, the angels guided me to bring you a revelation that could change the way you see everything you've experienced up to this point. And no, it's not just another message about longing or regret. It's about a divinely orchestrated reunion. A moment that is closer than you imagine. And it could finally bring the answer your heart has always sought. This person, the one who once left without much explanation, or who seemed to drift away just when you needed them most, they are about to do something you might have stopped expecting, ask for a second chance. But this time, it's different. It's not an impulse. It's not a return out of loneliness. It's the result of a deep, painful, and necessary process of inner growth. The kind of transformation that only happens when the soul is shaken by absence, by longing, and by the realization that something precious has been lost. The angels make it clear, this person has gone through a phase of shadows. They faced their own fears, their poorly healed wounds, and finally saw how much you were, and still are, a light in their path. And no matter how much they tried to move on, no matter how much they sought to distract their heart with other faces and places, nothing could fill the void you left behind. They tried to silence the memory of your voice. They tried to erase the images of your laughter, your calm, your presence. But they couldn't. Because what exists between you isn't just a memory. It's purpose. And the universe, which sees all, is now opening a new opportunity for this story to be rewritten. Have you noticed how life sometimes seems to take twists and turns just to bring us back to the point where we should have stayed from the very beginning? And before you think about stepping back, afraid of getting hurt again, know that this time, this person is different. They come transformed. They come with their heart in hand and their soul stripped of pride. The angels say that they carry with them a long-held confession. Something that, once spoken, will touch you in a way no words ever have before. Because it won't just be talk, it will be a reconnection of truths. A reconciliation between souls that needed to get lost in order to recognize each other again. And maybe you're wondering if you should give this second chance. If it's safe. If it's worth it. The answer lies in your heart. From the beginning, you felt this connection was special. Even in the toughest phases, you could never ignore the signs. Your intuition was warning you. Your dreams were revealing things to you. And now, finally, the movement of the universe confirms, something grand is about to happen. This person is coming to you not just with words, but with actions. With visible changes. With a gaze that doesn't lie, and with a genuine desire to rebuild, brick by brick, what was broken. And if you allow it, this could be the start of a new story. A story that, unlike the previous one, will be written with more maturity, more truth, and more love. Now breathe deeply and picture the scene, you in silence, looking into this person's eyes. They approach, hesitant yet resolute. And then they say what you've been longing to hear for so long. Forgive me. I didn't know what I was losing. But now I do. And I want to try again. Can you feel the impact of those words? Because they are coming. And when they do, you will already be ready. Because the angels are not just preparing for the return, but also preparing your heart to receive it in a light, healed, and conscious way. Here's a very special request from your angels. If this message resonates with you, if it touched an overlooked part of your heart, express your faith now. Write in the comments, I accept this new chance, and allow the universe to recognize your readiness. Sometimes, the simple act of declaring something is the first step toward living it. And if you're still reading, this is no coincidence. It's confirmation. A second chance is on its way. And this time, it's real. As this person goes through this moment of reconnection, something powerful is happening behind the scenes. The angels are rearranging meetings, tuning energies, and guiding paths so that everything unfolds at the right time, when they are both ready to receive each other, not with the baggage of the past, but with the wisdom that came from it. And perhaps you're wondering, why now? Why, after so long, would they decide to come back? The answer, my dear, is spiritual. There are moments in life when we are called to face what we have avoided for too long. And for this person, that moment has arrived. The signs are everywhere, in repetitive dreams about you, in encounters with people who mention your name unintentionally, in songs that play exactly when they think of you. This is not random. It's synchronicity. It's the universe saying, come back, but come back with awareness. Moreover, this return brings with it an energy of healing. You know when someone truly understands what they have caused? When the realization finally hits, and the pain of having hurt someone special outweighs the pride that held them back. That's what's happening now. The angels reveal that this person is shedding their masks, fears, and excuses. And for the first time, they are willing to face their own vulnerability, not to win you over, but to become a better person. Someone capable of offering the love you deserve. And this is the most beautiful point of this whole story. True love, when it is real, transforms. It heals, frees, and elevates. And even when it comes from pain, it brings with it the most divine opportunity that exists, the chance to start over. You might be thinking that it's too late. That too much has been said, that time has separated you too much. But time is just a tool. What matters is what still beats within you. And what beats now is a chance to experience a love that is more aware, more complete, more mature. So, allow yourself. You don't have to decide anything right now. Just open a space within yourself for this conversation to happen. So that when this reunion comes, and it will, you will be ready to listen with your heart, not with your wounds. And if you feel that this message was a sign, then know, it truly was. And more than that, it's a calling. A reminder that you are not alone, that your intuition was right, and that what seemed to have ended was actually just waiting for the right moment to be reborn. The angels are asking you now to trust, to keep your heart open, but firm. Love is not about accepting less than you deserve, but it is also not about closing the doors to those who choose to return transformed. And if this transformation is real, as the angels say it is, you will not only feel it, but you will recognize it. In the eyes, in the tone of voice, in the care that comes through small gestures. Maybe you won't return to the point where you left off, but you will start something new that honors everything you have learned. And before I close, allow me to ask you something. If this message touched you, share it with someone you feel needs to hear this too. The angels work through connections, and maybe you are the channel for another soul to receive the light of this revelation. You have already given so much love. You have held so much pain with a smile. You have reinvented yourself so many times, even without applause. And now, dear soul, it is your turn. The second chance is coming. And this time, it's real. Now, take a deep breath and bring that thought closer. What will it be like when that person, yes, that very same one, decides it's time to reach out again? Not in a rush, not like before, but with a step that comes from deep within the heart. And not to try to fix things with rehearsed words, but with the truth laid bare in their gaze. Can you feel that? It's not about flowers or grand promises. It's about small gestures that speak louder than any speech. A calmer presence, a message out of the blue, I've been thinking about you. Something there, simple, yet it stirs everything inside. And you know what else changes everything in this story? It's you. Because today, you no longer need anyone to save you. You don't expect someone to complete you, nor do you believe that love needs to be a battle to be worthwhile. No. Today you understand your value. You realize that the pain you've experienced wasn't in vain. That every fall has shown you a part of who you really are. And that, my dear, no one can take from you. You are no longer in a place of waiting. You are in a place of choosing. And that's exactly where the magic of this reconnection lies. Because when this person comes back, and the signs show that they won't find the woman who gave in out of fear of losing. They will find someone who has learned how to stay. Someone who, even with an open heart, knows when it's time to protect themselves. This reunion won't be like the others. It will carry the weight of what has been lived, but also the lightness of what has been understood. Life has made it a point to teach you a lot in recent times. To teach you that love is not a constant presence, but a genuine connection. That attention is not a favor, but care. That those who want to, will draw near. Those who feel, will show it. Those who love, will act. Yes, this person feels your absence in a way they can't even explain. They try to move on with their life, but everything reminds them of you. They try to distract themselves, but every corner echoes your presence. It's not just longing, it's the realization that maybe they let something rare slip away. Perhaps the most genuine connection they've ever had. But if there's one thing you've learned to do well, it's letting go. And that's not coldness, it's wisdom. Because waiting for someone who doesn't know what they want is exhausting. Because you've held on to others for too long while breaking inside. Because there came a time when it was just you, for you. And even so, even as strong and whole as you are, something inside you still feels that this story isn't over. That there's something more, something that still needs to be lived, or perhaps, finally understood. This person comes back different. They come without the shield of pride. They come quieter, more open, more genuine. They come because they've understood that time has passed, but the feeling remains. And more than that, it has transformed. But that doesn't change the fact that now it's you who decides. You have the right to look at everything that was, weigh what is, and choose what you want to carry forward. No rush. No pressure. Just honesty. This phase of life calls for a different kind of love. A calmer love. One that doesn't confuse presence with possession. That respects the silence of the other without assuming its disinterest. That embraces the scars without wanting to erase any of them. Because they tell stories, show the way, and remind you of how courageous you have been. And perhaps when this reconnection happens, you will realize that you don't want to go back to what it was. Because now you have a new perspective. A perspective that sees clearly. That finds beauty in pauses. That chooses to give without losing themselves. This love can indeed start anew. But not in the old ways. It will need real presence, listening, and a commitment to the truth. It will require effort from both sides, not just from you. Because you no longer carry the relationship alone. What if that person isn't ready? That's okay. You will move on. Not out of pride, but because your peace today is worth more than any incomplete return. Because you have learned to be whole, even on your own. And that is your greatest strength. But if they come, and come with truth, with presence, with a willingness to build something new, then maybe you will say yes. A conscious, calm, mature yes. A yes from someone who knows what they deserve and won't settle for anything less. And if you feel that this message has touched on something hidden inside you, know that it's no coincidence. Nothing that is true gets lost. And sometimes, what needs to change isn't the feeling, it's the way we reconnect. So carry this certainty with you, what is truly yours will find a way. Even if it takes time. Even if it comes back different. Even if it comes back just to show you how much you've grown. And when it comes, you will know. Because this time, it won't be you waiting. It will be you choosing. And maybe that's exactly what attracted this love back. Your independent light. Your silent power. Your faith in yourself. This new version of you is irresistible. Not because you try to be perfect, but because you have learned to be whole, even in your imperfections. And that's why now, this story can have a different ending. The angels also show that you will be faced with a choice. A moment of pause between what was and what could be. And in that pause, your heart will whisper the truth. Listen closely. It doesn't shout, but it also doesn't lie. It will be a time of decision. And don't worry, you will have clarity. Because unlike before, this time you won't be asking for love. You will be choosing consciously whether you want to live this new journey alongside someone who once left, and now returns. Here's one of the most powerful parts that the angels revealed to me. There's something this person hasn't told you yet. An experience, a loss, a realization that profoundly changed the way they see love. When this story is shared, and it will be, everything will make sense. You will understand the reason for the silence, the back and forth, the hesitations. It wasn't disinterest. It was confusion. It was fear. It was an internal struggle between the desire to love and the inability to allow oneself to. But now, that veil is being lifted. And what was once unclear is starting to become clear. In this moment, I want to extend an invitation to you. If you feel this reunion is meant for you, if your heart resonated with every word of this message, then don't ignore this call. The angels are guiding you. And when they whisper, it's because the time is near. Leave in the comments, I accept this new chance with awareness and love. Say this not out of desperation, but out of faith. Out of maturity. Because you know that what is yours will always find its way back. Always. And if you want to keep receiving messages like this, where the angels speak clearly to your heart, click now to subscribe. Yes, right now. Because you deserve to be surrounded by words that heal you, not hurt you. Messages that uplift you, not belittle you. Love that chooses you, and doesn't make you beg. The universe has already heard your request. The answer is on its way. And when it arrives, you will be ready to live it all, with the intensity and lightness that only a soul like yours can feel. They are about to ask for a second chance. And this time, dear one, it's real.